Travis, nuestra relación ha sido como una olla a presión desde el principio. Ninguno de los dos ha podido relajarse.
Siempre quise una despedida de soltero.
Muy bien. Hagámoslo.
¡Sorpresa!
I'd say if anything, it's less like a classic rom-com and more just, I think it's its own thing. I think it's so much off-the-wall, big, broad comedy that you don't always see in rom-coms. So I think the first movie had a little bit more romance, and this movie has a lot of comedy that's kind of its own genre. It's really fun.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think that this movie takes a lot of what people liked about the first one and dials it up a little bit. Especially in the comedy department, which I love, coming from a comedy background.
I don't think there's as traditionally like sexy sex scenes in this one. I think there's some very funny sexy moments.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think that there's still sexiness in the movie, but I definitely think the tone has changed. Like, the characters have changed. I mean, they're married now, so that's kind of a through line through it, that they've had their kind of passionate escapes, and now that they're learning about each other in a different way, which I think is nice.
I think the most important thing is trusting the actor that you're working with. Like, you know, Dylan and I have a lot of trust built up with each other and have a friendship as well. And so I think when you're friends with someone off screen and you also really trust your scene partner and know you can, you know, be in a safe environment with them and it's all going to be good, I think it just really helps when you really can trust who you're working with.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But you know what I was gonna say I don't trust is the fact that I sent you a full Sims 4 build of this house, right? And then I was like, you should really check it out, which we both share a love of The Sims.
Yeah.
And then but you did it unfurnished. So you didn't see any of the stuff that I had like
let me do it furnished.
Intricately placed. It wouldn't let you do it furnished?
No, that's why I texted you and was like, I'm trying to furnish this, but I don't know what the bathroom situation is.
Okay, this is a beef that's going to be handled at a different time, but I just felt the need to bring that up now because I was a little upset by that.
Oh, I thought you'd be flattered that I downloaded your build and moved my family into it.
I was flattered, but I was also a little upset you didn't see the full build. Anyway. I would definitely say that I think it's like, the characters have never been perfect, right? They're not pretending to be perfect romance partners. They're kind of raunchy, they're a little dirtier, and they're not traditional by any means in that. And I think that in this, we kind of take that next step with them in a way that makes sense for the characters. So I think that's what people really aligned with these two about. I don't think it's ever been as much about being the kind of knight in shining armor and the princess in the tower routine between these two. I think it's always been kind of dirty and grimy, and this movie turns it up. So I think people will respond well. That was funny, although it was good at setting expectations insofar as our wedding was a lot more tame than I think Travis and Abby's wedding. So it kind of did help get the scaries out a little bit. But my wedding was gorgeous and safe, unlike Travis and Abby's wedding.
Yeah, I think for me it was fun because Abby obviously wears a wedding dress in the film and I had already had my wedding dress picked out. So I was like, oh, like what other direction would I want to go in for a wedding dress, and then not wanting to choose something that was too similar to mine, so it was kind of fun to find that balance.
¿Qué estás haciendo? ¡Central! ¿No ves lo que tienes delante de los ojos? Amor, Abby. Amor.
¿En serio?